Scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for the former. Line. This is Saquon Barkley. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
To throw again. Harvey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Harvey. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run him now out of the gun. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 52 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Looking to throw on second down. Harvey, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Throwing on first down, Harvey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Harvey gives this out to Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Back to throw. Harvey. It's caught by OBJ. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check Mike 27. If you don't get this boy.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Harvey. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go. Mike 27.
Operating from the gun, Harvey. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Harvey. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Harvey. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Right there, 54.
Throwing again. Harvey going for it all. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for the touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Touchdown, 49ers. Albert Rosas lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now, it's Carson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Harvey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Harvey, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Wilson going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
The previous play is under review.
Let's go, baby.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing on first down, Harvey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was and across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A pass complete here to Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They run it with Carson.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Harvey out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Harvey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. 3rd down here. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Harvey. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Harvey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first and 10, Harvey. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Harvey. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So now the Niners down by 12. 1:07 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You're not ready. You're not ready,
Looking to throw. Harvey. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Harvey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.